Despite receiving over 283 billion naira federal allocation, excluding IGL, Rivers ex-administrator Ibas seeks to evade probe. A Sahara Reporter review of data published by the Office of Accountant General of the Federation has shown that Rivers State, under the leadership of former Administrator Vice Admiral Ete Ibas, retired, received at least 283.3 billion naira when he was in charge of the state for 6 months. In 6 months, you received 283 billion naira. What? Omo, this country. Hey, he got to 46.7 billion naira between March and June 2025 as state and local government allocations. When he assumed office, the Nigerian government also released 36.6 billion naira in local government allocations for 2 months to him. The funds represented allocations for January and February 2025 for 23 local governments, which had earlier been withheld and not released to the now reinstated governor, Siminalayi Fubara. So they did not release money to the governor of the state. They released it to a sole administrator that is supposed to spend just 6 months there. Now, wow. In total, 283.3 billion naira was released to Ibas, covering January and February local government allocations as well as March to June state and local government allocation. As of the time of this report, data on how much Rivers State and its local governments received as FAAC allocations for July and August had not yet been published by the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation. This amount does not cover the internally generated revenue of the state, which there is no data on how much was generated during the tenure of Ibas and sole administrator. Now, out of office as Rivers State sole administrator, with Siminalayi Fubara reinstated as governor, Ibas is said to be resisting a probe into his expenditure. Why? Why is he resisting? This man, he don't chop his own money now. Despite the huge sum he received, he reportedly kicked against the investigation into how his administration managed state funds. I know that day that they were saying, no, Tinubu has told him to come and do a breakdown of how he spent money, blah, blah. I knew it was just campaign. Nothing will happen. I knew it was just, a show. Like, let's tell him to come and or defend how much he spent and whatever. I knew it was not going to happen. According to the breakdown based on official figures published on the website of the Accountant General of the Federation in June 2025, the states received 42.3 billion naira while local governments got 18.8 billion naira. In May, the states received 42.7 billion naira while local governments got 16 billion naira. The April disbursements stood at 44.4 billion naira for the states and 19.4 billion naira for local governments. Statistics also showed that in March, the state government received 44.6 billion naira while local governments got 18.5 billion naira. Earlier, a review of FAAC data revealed that 36.6 billion naira was disbursed as local government allocations to Rivers State for January and February 2025. According to the data, 16.7 billion naira was allocated to the state in January, while 19.9 billion naira was released in February. According to Punch, while reacting to the House of Assembly's move to probe expenditure under his tenure, Ibas was quoted as saying that lawmakers lacked the power to investigate him, pointing out that they did not appoint him as administrator of the state. He was said to have made the comments through his senior special advisor on media, Hector Idikiobo. When you say they were going to probe the tenure of the administrator, was it the assembly that appointed the administrator? You see, the point to note is that commentary is free. You can't stop people from running commentary. The House of Assembly has been on break for a very long time, and you will appreciate that they have not been able to discharge their functions for such a long time. Idikiobo said now that they have resumed, they have to make an effort to carry out their functions, so it will seem their right to probe what has gone wrong in the state. Nobody can stop the lawmakers from carrying out a probe of what they perceive to be their functions within the state. But like I said earlier, were they the ones that appointed the administrator? So if you didn't appoint the administrator, it goes to reason that you have certain limitations. So it is the person that appointed the administrator that can actually ask for a probe. Is that what people are saying? When you also realize that the administrator was appointed by the president, it goes without reason that the administrator acted for and on behalf of the president. He added, when you also reason that the administrator was supervised by the National Assembly, it goes without reason that when you decide to probe the administrator, you are invariably saying that you will be probing the administrator and the National Assembly. So I wish them good luck with their plan and their probe, but you and I know that such an enterprise amounts to a fool's errand, it was quoted as saying. During Rivers' tenure as sole administrator of Rivers State, his administration failed to publish budget performance documents which would have shown how the state funds were being spent and what priorities were set. In May, Sarah Reporter reported that the Rivers State government failed to publish budget performance documents for the first time since the fourth quarter of 2023. By law and established practice, budget performance documents are usually published within 30 days after the end of each quarter. Checks reveal that Rivers State consistently published budget performance documents for every quarter between Q4 2023 and Q4 2024. Each quarter covers a 3-month period. However, under the Ibas-led administration, the pattern broke. No budget performance document was published for the second quarter of 2025, leaving the state expenditure and revenue opaque to the public. It is well, Ibas has really done something. It is well. It is well, because somebody gave him the chance to be there. Yeah, Stephen Ashaba says, Imoga say make you no worry. Abi now. Francisco says, this man should be over 80 billion naira richer now. I'm telling before uncle. Akenimasi said, Baba go collect him own national cake now. Nobu says they won't probe anything. Exactly. Now make you no be like say the house not dey active. Exactly. They're not going to probe anything. It's a lie. Moses Adewale says maybe he went there to steal. Or why is he dodging probe? Is it not somebody that put him there? You think the people that put him there don't know that is what he's going to go and do? Is that not why they put him there in the first place? I beg you, money way they don't share with Wiki. Adewale says he was invited to come and eat. And he did just that. So why the probe? Exactly. They're not going to probe anything. No be this country. They're not going to probe anything because truly they invited him. Oh yeah, come and eat though. Come chop Sahara. I need to say you don't go chop her. My listeners, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.